see the number 18 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tigers offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice dent.
There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass is broken up incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Inside the touchdown Gamecocks. Once he got some room, it was over. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Barmore.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in there.
Makes the grab. It's Harbor. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Early in the game, I love giving my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0 middle up. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
As a defender, you love...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Turning it on. And forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So here comes the Auburn offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, and Simmons.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the run.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Makes the grab down the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elcon. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Snap from the gun on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Makes the catch. It's Barmore. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. Oh, it's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll set up the throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Give him 6. Touchdown, Auburn! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll give it to the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Here's the handoff. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Barmore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turnover.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. They've got the screen set up. Push down for the tackle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the... Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Third down play from the gun. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Harbor. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Going to swing it on second down. Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That's a great job of just trusting your offensive line to get it done, scoring the touchdown. An extra point's going to tie this thing up right before halftime. And after that run, I think they're going to feel more confident running it in the second half.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught close to the marker, it's Barmore. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, give him 5 on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it along the sideline. They'll immediately call timeout. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Braswell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Takes the grab on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Auburn! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. New Mexico is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Fresno State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the right. He's got it. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. to throw. It's Van Buren. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on second down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
They'll send out the kicker here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Sends it back in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his man. It's Simmons. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you...
There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. This time they'll go to the running game. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Lots of room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Ready to try the point after. extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fights off a defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one up, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Van Buren. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Grove. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the middle. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Grove. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse.
Oh, it's a fumble. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster.
Well, the running back really lucky. He jumped on his own fumble right there. And he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security, because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. It's a running room. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Makes the quick grab. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Across the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, the good news on that play is the quarterback was able to scramble and go pick up the first down with the lead late in the game. Bad news is, though, you just love him to stay in bounds, to get this clock started sooner so you can bleed more of it off. That's just a coachable moment moving forward of having a better understanding of the situation in the game.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Braswell. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards.
Turning it on. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. To throw, it's Van Buren. He's got it down the left side. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They'll go to the air. Let's it fly. This This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call the situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the ball.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot.